Resilience and psychological health, well-being, emotional well-being are the topics that I'm focusing on. Resilience has two parts to it. First, it's about protecting psychological health, so psychologically positive and healthy. And secondly, there's a behavioral component, which is about focusing on what you want to do and on performance and being able to deliver on that while retaining a good level of psychological health and well-being. And that's kind of my first point. Having said what I think it is, don't think of resilience as a single unidimensional construct. How do you measure it? This is probably the best known resilience indicator. It's more of a clinical tool, really. One of the things that needs to happen in the whole field is a bit more clarity about the measurement and the structure of resilience. We don't have a kind of equivalent of the big five in terms of personality terms with resilience. Where does resilience come from? What builds or damages resilience apart from specifically focused training? People who experience adversity early in life, the impact of that can be to enhance and improve their resilience. I think if you take a big five structure, there's quite a strong case for expecting some of those factors to be linked with resilience. The strongest is probably neuroticism or emotional stability. Over a reasonable follow-up period, you get an impact from resilience training on the kind of outcome variables that you would probably expect it to impact. Okay, to finish off, I just want to talk about why is there a link between performance and productivity, I think is a really interesting question. We know there is one, that's for sure. Why is it there? What explains it? And I think the bullet points on this slide go quite a way towards doing that. All of those bullet points are based on studies that have been conducted, showing differences between people higher and lower on psychological health and well-being. You can see that if you enhance people's psychological health and well-being, their behavior in those factors is going to improve. What chief executive, top team in an organization would look at that list and think, no, I don't want that as far as my workforce is concerned? And it's probably that change in behavior that delivers, that makes the link between higher levels of psychological health and well-being and higher levels of performance, better behavior with clients. Psychological health and well-being has two components: positive emotionality and positive experiences and purposefulness. And that, again, is why it delivers benefit for people's performance. Because if you don't feel challenged, if you don't feel a sense of achievement, etc., your psychological health and well-being will not be improved.